welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to bring you guys along on this little journey with me today. Today is like a work day down here in the fish room. I got some foam in my hand because I have to line these boxes because I do need to ship out a few packages today for some orders that came in. Also going to be doing some water changes because you can never do enough water changes when you got this many tanks. So while I'm packing orders, I'm going to be draining tanks and refilling them. So I just kind of want to bring you guys along this little journey, show you the process, show you how it works, how things go. So just hang out with us for today, and we'll get this thing going. First thing first, though, before I start packing up any orders, I want to get this tank going right here with our Hegelize. Start doing a water change on that. Let that start draining, and then we're gonna start packing up these orders. So we got like I think 3 or 4 boxes that's going out today. I think I got some Severums going out today. Somebody finally bought the Severums, so they're gonna be getting some really nice Severums today. I think I got some Guyana Carp pairs going out today. I also have a couple of those Spotted Raphael cats going out today, and I think a green puffer. So first thing I do really is just prepare my boxes. The boxes that I use, they're nice, sturdy, good, heavy-duty boxes. I like them a lot. And I line them with foam on the inside, so you make a box in the side. You can buy like the inserts to sit inside your boxes, but that would cost more money on my end, which will raise the shipping. My goal is to get the shipping as low as possible. So right now my shipping is $32 flat rate, overnight shipping. When I first started the website, it was like $50, but I've been working to get some better rates, and we finally got some better rates. So it's $32 for overnight shipping. That's the only type of shipping that we do, overnight. I don't do like 2-3 day shipping, USPS or none of that. I don't trust it. I don't want my fish and your fish that you purchase sitting in the mail for 2 or 3 days. So I do overnight shipping, $32. That covers the cost of the box, the materials, the shipping, everything included, and you will have your fish the next day from the day I ship it. So I'm going to ship these boxes out this evening, and the people will have their boxes in the morning, no later than noon. So it's not even 24 hours. You will have your packages. So it's $32 shipping, and it took me a while to get that rate, and hopefully it can get cheaper and cheaper. That's the goal, is to make sure the shipping can be as cheap as possible, which is going to help you guys feel more comfortable about purchasing and making orders when the shipping is not so high. But just some things you can't not get away with. And if I was ordering fish, I would want my fish to be shipped overnight to me. I wouldn't want my fish sitting in the mail for 2 or 3 days. And then with the temperature changes and the climate change, you can end up losing your fish. So we try to do things a little different over here. After a few minutes, I'm done layering all the boxes with the foam. Now I come back over, hit everybody with the live fish stickers. What people don't really understand about like shipping fish and doing this, it takes a while. Like even just to bag up a few orders can take me like 2-3 hours, because you want to make sure you do it the right way. There's no need to rush it, because I want to make sure these fish are in the best condition possible. So it takes a while sometimes. And then like say if I'm packing up orders, packing up fish to like go to like fish swaps or something, you're talking about 5-6 hours of just bagging up fish. It takes a while. It takes a long time to do it. But this beats going to a job and working for somebody else any day of the week. When you can work for yourself, can't beat it. And you get to do what you love to do while doing it. Come on now. I love fish, and I get to work with fish full time every day. Can't beat it. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, once I get all the live fish stickers on there, now my boxes are pretty much ready to go, and all I gotta do is start bagging up the fish. Kind of make sure that I know what I got. So I go print out my labels first, so I know which box is who who's got to go where, because you don't want to ship out the wrong fish to somebody else. This tank is almost done draining right now, so that's a good little 50% on now. This tank stayed dirty. I can never keep this tank clean. I do like a 50% like almost twice a week, because I got the big VA in here, which I need to move him out. Got the 120 gallon. Just don't know what to do with it. Start draining that bottom tank. Come back here. Start filling that tank up. Grab some good old Prime if I can find it. There she go, right here in the front. There's lots that goes into all this. It's a grind, man. I love it. I ain't gonna lie. Some days you be like tired of it, and there's days you just can't get enough of it. So first thing first is I need to figure out which orders is going in which boxes. I need to go print out the labels, and once I get that, we can go through and start catching fish. Not a lot of fish that's going out today, but we got some spiny fish and some bigger fish. So like catfish and bigger fish, you got to pack them really good because they could puncture the bags, and the person get their fish, and the next day could be no water and just the fish and they're leaking. So that's the next step. Let me get everything situated, and then we can move on. The first fish that we're going to bag up is this spotted Raphael catfish. Now, when I brought these guys in, I didn't think they were going to sell the way they did, but a lot of people have been buying these like crazy. I didn't realize they were going to sell. I should have brought in more, but there's a spotted Raphael catfish. Now, when I ship like spiny fish like this catfish, what I do is I tape the bag. So I tape this bag around, then we put the catfish in, and then I will double bag it and then tape that bag as well, because you don't want these spiny fish puncturing your bag in transit. So I double bag them, tape the bags, and I only really do it for like bigger fish or the spiny fish, because they're the ones that can be thrashing in the bag and making it leak. So we got one spotted puffer going out to this young gentleman. Shout out to you for shopping with us. And then one thing I also do is I do add air to the bag. So anytime you ship a fish, you want to make sure you add air to the bag. That way the air can last in the bag for at least 24 to 36 hours. It ain't really about how much water you put in the bag. Like, this is actually too much water in this bag for this fish. But these are bigger bags that I'm using today, so I just add a little bit more water. But it's really not about the water volume, it's about the air in the bag. So I do add air to the bags. That way, if the package do get lost in shipping or something happens, that by the time you get your fish, the fish will still have enough air and water. And just like that, we got our first bag packed up, ready to go. Plenty of air. We'll add him to his box right there. Multitasking at your finest right now. But ever since I got this little adjusting my water change system, my water changes are so much easier. Just start draining, walk away. Start filling up, walk away. So it helps out a lot. Now this tank down here, I do have some fry in these little breeder baskets, so I need to make sure I watch this tank while it's draining. That way I don't drain it past they nets. The next fish we're going to prepare is a big gold Severn. So with these bigger fish, you gotta really make sure you take your time and pack these guys good, because they be thrashing in the bag and you don't want them to bust your bag. So got this big boy in here. Same thing I did with the catfish. I taped the bag up so that way if he do thrash or something, he won't bust the bag. But a nice big gold Severn. All right, so the next fish is this beautiful green Severn. Oh, I hate to see you go. You're so beautiful, bro. So beautiful. I hate to see you go. So beautiful. So we got a beautiful green Severn. And he's pretty chill too. He ain't cutting up in the bag, which is good. So just like the last one, double bag them. Make sure I tape the bags just to make sure. You gotta take your time when you're bagging fish. So here, this beautiful boy right here, beautiful green Severn. Hard to see him in his bag, but he was just looking immaculate in the tank before I just took him out. Same thing, we're gonna add air to his bag. Add air to his bag, throw him in another bag, and call it a day. So we done warped into the day. All the fish have been packed up and shipped off by now, but I wanted to give you guys an update on some of the fish that we recently picked up. All our Serpent tetras are looking really nice. Our red-eye tetras are looking really good, and our pistol. So these guys will be available next week on the site. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I will have these guys up on the site because they're pretty much done with quarantine. Along with our Enlisher Bisher, these guys are looking a lot better, eating, being a lot more active, and I'm definitely starting to put on some size. So these guys will be available as well here very soon. So just make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But I still got a lot of work to do. Can you hold this for me real quick? You got it? While we're here, I thought I'll just go ahead and feed these guys, feed a couple of fish on camera for you guys so y'all can see them. These are little Africans that we just put in here yesterday. They have settled in really good, so I want to give you guys a little update on them. See how active they are? They looking good. These will be on the site next week as well. Be on the lookout for that. I will have all these fish on the site. I just need to get on there and update everything. But they love them some Mike's Chow. And oh, I'm currently, I was almost overflowed that tank back there. Pretty much almost did. Let me turn this light on. I'm still doing water changes. You know, the grind don't ever stop with that. Still changing water down here. But might will feed some fish while we're here as well. We'll go ahead and feed these little Africans. Get these guys going. I love them. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely love them. See if they come out. Yeah, just a quick little feed in. We'll take a look at this tank real quick. Throw a little bit of food in here for these fish in here. Watch them go active. Good looking tank, looking good. Draining this tank right now. Got to make sure I don't forget about that. Over here, the archer fish, I still do have the archer fish. The lights is off right now. These guys are going back through, had to put them back through quarantine because they was just not doing good. So they still have all the archer fish. They sold out on the website right now, but I still have them. But they will be available here. Probably next week I'll put them back on there because they've been in quarantine for probably like 3-4 weeks now. So the tank is dark, you really can't see them, but they'll be back on the site here very soon as well. Just want to show this real quick. Still have some nice ghost knives available as well. These guys are still on the site, looking good. Just want to give you guys a little quick look at the fish, feed a few fish down here. I'm going to continue doing water changes and getting these tanks looking good. Appreciate the support, appreciate everything you guys do. If you haven't already, check out the website, bossaquaticstore.com. I will be at the Green Water Aquarium Society swap this Saturday, September 9th. And then I think there's another swap coming up, I think a few weeks after that. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated with everything. That is it. That is all. I'm out of here.